Good afternoon. My name is Alton Arnold, and this video discussion will be on the evolution of vampires from Bram Stoker's Dracula to modern day popular folklore vampires such as that in Twilight. So, vampires have been woven into folklore of many cultures around the world, from Europe to Asia to Africa. Interestingly enough, though, the early depictions of these vampire like beings were quite different from the sleek, pale figures known in today's stories. The vampires were seen as bloated, ruddy, small creatures. They were often depicted as blood drinking, flesh eating demons that embodied the ancient fears. These entities were believed to prey on blood and the flesh, embodying the fears of death, disease, and disruption of the natural order. These early tales reflect humanity's primal terror of predators, morality, and mortality. The mysteries of the unknown. Such myths firmly established the vampire as a menacing figure, intertwined with the survival instincts and the societal taboos. The first time we see the term vampire in print was from a Polish Jesuit priest in 1721, and he wrote it in German, so the term is vampire. Vampires have emerged as a significant element in modern movies and pop culture. They've evolved from these historical roots of Bram Stoker's Dracula, who was possibly Vlad Tepes, Vlad Dracula, better known as Vlad the Impaler. And he was a Wallachian leader. Wallachia is in Romania, Transylvania. He's known for his brutality. He's known for psychological warfare. He used impaling of Ottoman and his own people as a way of protecting Wallachia from conquest. It is it's this brutality of Vlad that made its way into Germany. Predominantly, Transylvania was Saxon, and it's these Saxons in Brasov, Sibiu, and areas like that within Transylvania that would have possibly passed the stories on to their relatives in Germany. And those are where the stories of the folklore would have came from. When examining the interplay between the history of Vlad Tepes and the fiction of Bram Stoker's novel Dracula, and how they intertwine in today's popular culture of vampires, we must examine the historical accuracy and fictionalization of Vlad and Dracula. Much has been made on the similarity between Vlad and Dracula, but again, there's no true evidence to say that Dracula was Vlad. Dracula was probably a mixture of Eastern European folklore and a creative imagination by Bram Stoker. Vampires today in modern pop culture have evolved from these early origins. The evolution reflects the changing societal values and interests, making them more enduring and versatile. Today's vampires, though, are not seen as Bram Stoker's Dracula or Vlad the Impaler. They're seen more as Edward from the Twilight series, a 17-year-old vampire. Edward portrays humanity's fascination with eternal life, seductive appeal, and of power. Edward struggles with the normal day-to-day things that we struggle with, and he integrates the darker aspects of our psyche. The shift reflects a broader cultural trend where vampires are no longer monsters that haunt us in our dreams and our nightmares. They're more seen as beings with their own life, their own struggles. Vampires have been part of folklore for centuries. They have a profound effect on literature, and they are often analyzed within structural studies for a more symbolic meaning. Examining the evolution of vampires in today's modern pop culture can offer valuable insights into the aspects of human psychology. Vampires mirror our social fears, they explain our desires, and can communicate our want for eternal youth. By analyzing vampires and their origins, we can gain an insight into the values that shape society. Um, my interest and knowledge of vampires comes from Eastern European folklore, and it comes from my research through multiple trips through multiple years within Hungary, Poland, and Romania. I've spent a lot of time in these countries visiting small villages, interviewing villagers, and gathering their firsthand accounts. It's through this time and making friends that I have the villagers opening up and telling me their stories of things like Strigoi, spirits believed to have risen from the grave. It's these Strigoi and these folklore tales that vampires would have came from. I can understand where Bram Stoker would have came up with Transylvania as the setting for his book. The Carpathian Mountains, the castles, the ruggedness of Transylvania, all can contribute to Bram Stoker's book. Thank you.